We like to call QuakeCon 3 Days of Peace, Love, and Rockets. It's one of North America's largest LAN parties. It started in the late 90s when a couple of fans of Quake decided to get together in a hotel room and play Quake as a LAN party. Some of the guys from id came down and liked it so much they decided to sponsor it. And so they put together a convention and it's grown ever since. We'll have 2,000 people in here playing video games, so we need high throughput and very low latency to make sure that everyone has a great time. It's very much an enterprise-grade network. So you think about the demands of an enterprise campus, we've got 2,000 endpoints here, 114 access switches, and then a core network that feeds all of that. This year we're going to be pushing 6 gigabits to the internet and many more gigabits inside the building.
At QuakeCon, we're supporting an address translation function, which basically means that you have a whole lot of users trying to access the internet, and as anybody at home realizes, you need to have a router give you a lot of addresses. That's a specialty for what A10 is doing here, called carrier-grade NAT.
Every seat is filled by a high-performance user. When you think of an average network, you can usually say, well, you have some high-performance users and some low-performance users, but each one of these seats is filled with a person that demands full throughput and low latency, and so we really need to live up to that potential.
These are gamers, so latency matters. It's not just about the bandwidth that they need to access to the internet, they need very low latency, high performance, because that has an impact when they're gaming. So as they're going through and they're having to hit a device to get a new address, or they're having to hit a device to do any sort of network address translation, or maybe even some load balancing, the ability to do it not just at high bandwidth but at low latency is critical. Every one of them is going through our device.
This year we decided that we needed a more enterprise-grade solution for the edges. So we're terminating the internet on a pair of A10 boxes that replace an old set of FreeBSD boxes that used to do it. The A10s are going to give us better manageability, scalability, and insight into what's happening on our network.
Well, you know, we've been in the gaming environment for years. We're probably at all the major gamers, or most of the major gamers in North America in some fashion or another. We do security mitigation, we do address translation, we do a tremendous amount of load balancing, and we're probably one of the premier solutions in North American gaming for those kinds of applications. So when QuakeCon came about, they were starting to have some challenges with some of the open source servers they've been using. Reaching out to us naturally becomes a really simple step for them.